Today is Wednesday, May the 31st, 2017. Welcome, everybody, to Let's Talk About Tomorrow. My name is Earl Arnold. I am the host. Man, I'm glad you stopped by. Got a great show today. Got a couple of really awesome guests. But first things first, my opening comments, which today are brought to you by Mary's Music Store. They're your music store and more. Stick around. All right, now you've heard a couple of my episodes so far. This is episode 3, the third episode. And you hear each episode I have opening comments. Now, yesterday I got to share an opening comment that someone actually sent in. Please remember, you can send in a really cool or weird story or what have you. I'll be more than happy to read it on the show and share it with our listeners. If you're asking, how do I get it to you, Earl? It's real simple, guys. You can go to the website, letstalkabouttomorrow.com. You can listen to the podcast right there. But also, you'll notice to the side, there's an area for comments or questions, and there's an electronic form. Fill it out. You don't have to put your last name. I'd love to know your first name. And I'd love to know where you're from. And then in the message body, just put in whatever your story is. I really want this to be about all the listeners sending in these really cool opening comments for the show. Something that's a little bit off-center that we might not hear every day. Now, I'm a little twisted when it comes to opening comments, but here's today's opening comments. I was out on my deck at my house and just watching all the beautiful birds flying around the yard. My father-in-law actually builds birdhouses. He brought 2 or 3 over. He mounted them to some specific trees. And so we've had the pleasure of watching a lot of these beautiful birds throughout their season. They're flying in and out of the birdhouses, and we watch them as they're nesting, and then next thing you know, they're teaching their babies how to fly, and I mean, just really cool stuff. So I got to thinking about this, and I know this is a little bit off center, but have you ever wondered, after watching all these beautiful birds and the acrobats in the air and all the great stuff they do. I mean, if you really watch it, it is amazing how they can maneuver through trees and never hit a limb or anything. I mean, they just do this so acrobatically. It's amazing to watch. And just out of the blue, I'm sitting there thinking to myself while I'm watching all of these amazing feats and up and down spikes and all the stuff they're doing in the air. And I can't believe that this question entered my mind. But you know what? I'm going to share it with you anyways. Have you ever wondered, are there any birds that are afraid of heights? That's it. That's my opening comments this morning. I know, that's just how my mind works. Sorry. If you're listening, this is what you're going to get. But don't go away. Stick around. We've got a good show planned either way. All right. I want to again say that I hope all of you had a great Memorial Day. I hope it was relaxing. We had a great day. We did a cookout, hot dogs, hamburgers, laid around the pool. Grandbabies came over, so we had a blast. I mean, it was just totally amazing. So, had a great day. I hope you did too. Okay, this next segment is something brand new. I don't think I had it on either of the first couple of episodes, but I'm really excited about this segment. This is something I'd love to have every day, but I want it to be special. I want it to be something unique, something that maybe even only my listeners have heard for the first time. This segment is called In Case You Didn't Hear It. Now, today, really is special for me because I had my hand in on the production side of this. I'm really excited about giving you a sneak peek and an introduction to these girls. They are a female country duo that is totally smoking and totally awesome. Now, we just finished their EPK project. We're still piecing it all together. But the one thing I want to do, I want to share a little sneak peek of the album that we just produced and that we just finished up. Only for our listeners here on Let's Talk About Tomorrow. Well, first of all, just sit back in your seats and let me play just a few samples of the songs that will be coming soon to an iTunes near you. So sit back and check out the Dirt Road Daisies.
Just up, you messed up. Could have had me, but you fooled around. It ain't hard to figure out what you're doing when I ain't around. 'Cause I got eyes in places that you wouldn't imagine. I'm not gonna stick around. We'll see who the fool will be. Good luck finding someone, honey, who will love you as good as me. Hell no, letting go. You messed with the wrong one, baby. You're dealing with a southern girl, a little angel and a little crazy. I walk in, I sat down, ordered a Corona with a chaser, a crown, and fired it back in 2 seconds flat. He smiled at me, I concurred, mixed a little drinking with some winking and flirting. I was glad when he slid down next to me. And then after a round or two, I said, boy, you wanna know what I like about it? You didn't talk about politics or talk about the weather. Just sat there smiling and sipping beer together. Didn't mention no religion, intervention, or the kitchen sink. Baby, I like the way you drink. I've been thinking about it all day long. I've never felt a feeling quite this strong. After what you did last night, I can't get you off my mind. I went to church and even called my mom. Now I'm wasting time on things already done. Time is passing by so slow, and I can't take this anymore. So what am I supposed to do? Can't stop myself from wanting you. Don't recognize myself this way. Hope you're feeling what I'm feeling too. 'Cause I ain't getting over you. Look at what you've done. You got me thinking things so wrong. Can't leave it alone.
Well, there you have it. Dirt Road Daisies, sneak peek. You heard it first right here on Let's Talk About Tomorrow. This stuff is not out there yet. They're still piecing everything together. Please keep your eyes and ears open for the Dirt Road Daisies. There's going to be some great things to come for this female country duo. Okay, my guest today was with us yesterday. I love having him on board. He's got a lot to talk about, so many things to share to our listeners. These are things that we all need to know. I've got David Green with Crye-Leike Realtors. He's the managing broker of Crye-Leike Realtors right here in Clarksville, Tennessee. David, are you with me?
Yes, sir. How are you, Earl? Good to hear you.
I'm doing great, man. Hey, by the way, did you get any downtime on Memorial Day?
Yeah, I get my time here and there when I can.
I got you. You stay pretty busy, don't you?
We do. Real estate agents tend to work when other people are thinking about relaxing. So, it's just the nature of our business.
So I'm not supposed to tell you about yesterday I cooked out hot dogs and hamburgers and laid by the pool?
But hey, a real estate agent probably did the same thing, but they probably took a few calls at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I got to admit, I had my phone off. I just turned it off.
Well, that's good. Yeah, we don't know. Our phones do not turn off.
I was going to say you really can't, because I would think that everybody in the world calls you guys. So, well, listen,
Absolutely.
Here's what I want to talk to you about today. If you're okay with this, when I was in your office the other day, and for my listeners, I try to get out and visit the people that are on the show with me, my guests that come on the show. And I stopped by your office and, I was digging a little bit, wanting some information because my wife and I, we bought our home years ago. And so we haven't been in the market in a long time. And I got to thinking, and that's why I kind of ask you, what's important for someone that really is in the market to buy or sell? You gave me some things that kind of blew my mind. Like you mentioned something about what's your top 3 priorities? What do you really want? And then how the search and all those things begin, because I'm not real computer savvy. So I don't really know the proper steps. And please just take the microphone, take over, talk to our listeners, and break down a process when you meet someone for the first time.
Sure. Yeah, you know what? It's kind of 2 different ways there. There's people out there that know more about the real estate market than some agents do, for that matter. Because they do search and they do criteria searches all through whatever particular website that they may be searching in. But at some point, and then, by the way, there's also the others that just don't know where to start. And so what we try to do is say, hey, what are you looking for? Is it 3 things? Is it 5 things? Whatever those are, kind of put them in a criteria way. And then we can take and plug that into an MLS search, which is the multi-listing service, which, we share with our competitors, one of the only industries where we do that. But basically in that MLS search, we can find what you're looking for, price, area, basement, whatever that may be. And then when we find those properties, we can obviously go look at that time, or if somebody wants to just watch that particular criteria search, subdivision may be one of those criteria. And even for a seller, the seller can do this as well, where they can watch their market, their subdivision. And then that MLS search will search it today, and then it'll search it every day prior after that, 2 a.m., I believe it is, that it scrubs the system again to see if anything new meets that criteria or any price changes to what's previously been sent to you. And then, people can take and say, hey, David, I want to go take a look at this property or these properties. And, we're off and running at that point.
So now, wait a minute. You're telling me that every 24 hours then? I mean, this thing scrubs and it comes up with like a new criteria listing. I mean, if something happened within that first 24 hours, like something did show up with a basement, you're telling me that's going to give you guys that information?
Exactly. And technically, Earl, we can set our systems to do that 3 times a day. I think it's early morning, late afternoon, and then evening time as well. So we don't have to wait 24 hours. An agent at another company may list something that I'm unaware of, and if it searches it again this afternoon, then we are notified immediately. So
wow, that's crazy. So basically, somebody like me that is not real computer savvy when it comes to that, all the searching and those things. So basically, if I just give you a list of criteria of what me and my family are looking for, You can take it from there, and I can just kind of kick back at the pool and relax.
Absolutely. The benefit of that, Earl, is you don't have to open up whatever kind of search engine that you would use to search a property and enter all of that data.
Wow.
You just simply open your email, and there's the property.
Now, see, these are things, David, that, and I could be one of the very few that don't understand all this and maybe wouldn't know where to begin. But I do have a feeling there's probably some other people out there just like me that are not really sure where to begin. This is real simple to me. It's you just basically pick up your phone and make a phone call to David Green is what I'm hearing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, now see, that makes sense to me. David, if we can, I would love to dig a little bit each day. I know you're going to be on the show every day. We want you here. I want to know from my listeners that they are well taken care of, that, you said something yesterday. You want to take them through the process without injuries.
Sure.
I like that. And for my listeners, I want to make sure they get the best care they can get when it comes to their real estate needs or what have you. So I'm going to bring you on every day. I really need you on here sharing stuff as we can go.
Good deal. We absolutely love to be there. And we'll try to bring something new every day, even a listing or two here and there.
Sure.
Just to share with people.
Do me a favor. Please share your phone number with our listeners again where they can reach you.
Yes, Earl. It is David Green at Crye-Leike Realtors. Office number is 931-648-2112. Or my cell phone is 931-801-8556. And you can call, text, email, whatever you choose. Go stop and see it.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, David, again, I know we're going to have you on every day, but I'm so glad you're taking out the time to do this. I know you're busy. I just hope you have a great day, man. I hope your week goes great, but we are going to talk to you again tomorrow. So thanks for stopping by.
Hey, good to be here, Earl. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, buddy. Wow, that's some really good information. Guys, I know we went a little bit longer than we typically would, but this is stuff that I want to share with my listeners. I think you guys need to understand what's going on. And David Green at Crye-Leike Realtors, I'm just telling you, they're great people. You can definitely trust him and believe in what he's doing. 931-648-2112. That's the office number at Crye-Leike Realtors. And David Green and staff are going to be always happy to help you. So give them a shout. Oh, that music can only mean one thing. Do you know what time it is? I'll tell you what time. It's somebody's birthday. That's what time it is. Wow. To all of you out there today that have a birthday, have a great day. Have fun. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. And on behalf of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah.
To you.
That's right. I'm talking
Happy
to you.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Go have some fun.
To you. Yeah.
Yeah. Woo. That's what I'm talking about. Man, our birthdays only come around once a year. So we need to make sure we tell everybody happy birthday. If it's your birthday out there today, happy birthday. I do have two people I want to personally wish happy birthday to. Anna Marie from Ashland City, Tennessee. Happy birthday to you, young lady. And all the way from Prosper, Texas, Lori Smith. Happy birthday, Lori. I hope you have a great day. Happy birthday, everybody. All right, this is going to bring us to our final segment of the day. Probably one of my favorites. I love the birthday stuff. I think you can tell that. But this last one, it's all about my class of 1981. That's right, the greatest graduating class of all time. Clarksville High School in Clarksville, Tennessee. Class of 1981. Big shout out to all my graduating class. But also, I know we've got a lot of other graduating classes of 1981 out there. So I want to take your memory banks back just a little bit and see if you guys happen to remember this. Oh, yeah. Hall & Oates, 1981. You got to remember that one. Big shout out to the class of 1981. What a great song, Hall & Oates. Your Kiss is on my list. Well, guys, that's bringing us to another ending, to another episode. I really do appreciate all of you hanging out with me today. We are going to do it again tomorrow. Make sure you join me. Tell your friends. Like me on Facebook. I mean, I'm really having a fun time doing this stuff. So join us again tomorrow so we can talk about tomorrow.